Mitrom and Bandhuvam, this is J. Reddy, your presenter at South Asia Maps, Educational and Intellectual Kshatriya channel. At South Asia Maps, I will bring you the fascinating the Indian heritage and culture in the form of icons and maps. And this is the main YouTube channel, South Asia Maps J. Reddy. And we already have more than 150 meticulously made the content and the history, culture, heritage of Mother Bharat, and you can explore them further and leave your comments and subscriptions if you like the content. I have organized these 150 presentations for your perusal into various playlists. There are nearly 24 playlists already posted for you containing these 150 presentations. This particular presentation, I will put it in the folder Cis-TRans districts. I will explain what is the concept of Cis-TRans districts, why I opened this particular playlist for my audience for their perusal, and we'll talk about that. Excuse me for my allergies. And today's topic of discussion is Cis-TRans districts, Cis-TRans concept. Across the river Hooghly, that is Baghirathi. This is the Hooghly-Baghirathi river. Upstream it is called Baghirathi, downstream it is called Hooghly. Cis and trans concepts. Cis means this side. We are putting our focal point on Delhi Indraprastha in Indo-Gangetic plains on the bank of river Yamuna. When you travel from there through the Indo-Gangetic plains, Ganga Sindhu Maidan, you come across this majestic river Baghirathi. So that is called Cis, this side of Delhi. Once you cross the river Hooghly Baghirathi, this is across trans districts, trans region, trans Subhas provinces. Darul Islam means the land populated by the Islamic proselytes, Muslim converts, proselytization, and who live in Purbi Bengal, this Bengali dominant areas. Darul Harb means Arabic word for sword, the land where the Harbis live, Kafirs live, who need to be subdued, put to sword, eliminated. That means evicted from their land. That happened in 1947 partition. Darul Harb, Darul Islam, this is the river Hooghly, Baghirathi, Cis districts, Trans district, Cis-Trans districts along the majestic river Hooghly, Baghirathi. We are going to talk about. Why do we talk about this? There are a lot of other presentations that gives the political maps. This is the political maps. There are around about 600-700 districts in India today. When the British left, that means after Islam partitioned Bharat in 1940s. Islam partitioned Bharat, not the British. That's very important. I have talked extensively on the partition playlist. You can look at it. Now there are 750 districts. When you look at this, these are the districts, you will get a good idea. But these are the human drawn lines on the planet. That doesn't give the many aspects of the culture, history, geography is molded by humans. That's why this Cis-Trans concept is very important. And this is Cis-Trans. To make a very simple example I give. You see historically the railway development in India during the British time, during the time of Lord Dalhousie, that is, who was Governor General around about 18. He quit office 1852 or 53 or so. There's a train from Delhi to Howrah. Why the train is in Howrah? Even though British Viceroyal headquarters, British India capital existed in Calcutta because of major geographical barrier. Hooghly Baghirathi river. Now when you take a train from Delhi, land in Calcutta, even doesn't notice because there is much higher technology now to manipulate the Mother Earth. At that time it was not possible. Even the Governor General has to take a ferry from Calcutta and cross the river Hooghly, Baghirathi, go to Howrah and take the train and go to Delhi. So cis and trans is very, very important. They shape the history, politics a lot. Cis means same side. When we put our focus, Delhi. But suppose if you put your focus in Purbi Bengal, that is Mashriki Bengal, Mashriki Pakistan, the land of Islamic converts who captured our land, the concept totally reverses. So that's very important to keep in mind. We are putting our focus on Delhi. Cis means same side of Delhi, trans opposite side. These are the chemistry, biochemistry, genetics concepts brought into politics and geography. Cis districts, cis provinces, trans district, trans provinces. Why this is very, very important? Because Islamic imperialism ruled that land after overthrowing the Pala Sena rulers. Then at Battle of Palasi in this region, British conquistadors overthrew the Ghazis of Islam. Islamic imperialism replaced by British imperialism. British ruled a sort of Christian imperialism, but they're essentially British imperialism, European imperialism. Christian imperialism was tried, was not successful by Portuguese at Chittagong in this region. After partition independence, they culminated, fructified into Macaulaism, secularism, Lutinism, alienation of Bharat, Hindu society, leading to emasculation of Hindu intellectualism. And the challenge was taken by Mahayogi Sri Ram Swarupji. They started Hindu intellectual awakening. I talked about them later. The point here is, this is very important because Bengal played a very, very important role in this entire process. So cis and trans. Cis districts are, here you see this is the river, this is the Murshidabad district, is the cis district. It has taluks in both sides, but I have put them in both. Murshidabad district is the cis district. Before that we have the Santal Parganas, Sahibganj, Goda, Dumka and all those districts. And this the Bhirbhum district, that is Suri and Shantiniketan and Bolpur, those areas. This is a cis district. Murshidabad district, part Bhirbhum district, historic Burdwan district, the heartland of Bengal. Burdwan or Burdwan district, Raniganj and all those places Burdwan. Then the Hooghly district, Howrah district, a twin city, Howrah district across Calcutta. Southern part Midnapore. These are the cis districts, that is the Murshidabad, Bhirbhum, Suri, that is the Burdwan, and Hooghly, Howrah, Midnapore. Trans district are of course the Murshidabad district, Nadia district, where on the bank of river Baghirathi, historic Ghazwa Palasi was fought 1757. Ghazis of Islam were overthrown and British masters took over Bengal. That's very important. That is in the trans region, Nadia district or Krishnanagar district. Then we have the historic 24 Parganas, 24 Parganas. When the British helped the Mir Jafar overthrowing his Islamic rival Shiraj-ud-Dawla, he gifted them or gave the company, East India Company Bahadur, 24 Parganas, 24 Parganas surrounding the urban district of Calcutta. So we have 24 Parganas, now we have Southern Parganas, Northern 24 Parganas, many districts, Calcutta, Nadia district, Murshidabad district. And river, this is the Ganga Padma river. The river Hooghly starts a place called Geria, a town called Geria in Murshidabad district, and Faraka is nearby in the upstream 10 to 15 kilometers or so. Geria, it winds through the delta. This delta is called mature delta. and this is the active delta. So this is the dead delta or moribund delta. There is no more delta here, no more fresh delta formation. Active delta formation. This is mature delta, still delta formation. So this is the Ganga delta. So I talked about the Darul Islam, Darul Harb, Momins and Kafirs, Illam and Jahiliya, the concept of partition. Why I am bringing that? Because this is the region that plays a very important role in molding the partition events, formation of Muslim League and Dhaka, and the Calcutta riots during the Bengal Premier Sukhravardi's time. They made the Congress lose the nerve. They lost their heart and frightened, finally agreed to sign the partition document, June 3rd plan called Mountbatten Plan. So Baghirathi Hooghly River is the ideological line. Cis districts, trans district, partition line, Allah's line, transition, that is the Radcliffe line. That's very, very important to keep in mind. And this is the historic Bengal presidency. I have nearly 20 videos or so. You can look at that Bengal divisions. And here the important point is the Bengali speaking Burdwan division is essentially cis Hooghly districts. Presidency division is essentially trans Hooghly district. You see the river Ganga flows here, and this is the Murshidabad, Nadia, and CALCUTTA.urban district, 24 Parganas, further east Jeshore and Khulna. Today in East Bengal, Purbi Bengal, Mashriqi Bengal, that is Darul Islam, the land of our alienated Bengali brothers, alienated by the conversion-based militant creed of Islam, which lacks any spirituality, essentially imperialistic, hegemonistic, group-building activity that builds a group called Momins, hurls them against the parent body called Kafirs to fight. This side is Burdwan division, historic Bengal presidency, Bhirbhum district, Santal Parganas, Bhirbhum, Burdwan, Hooghly, Howrah, Midnapore, and of course the Bankura district. You can look at this in a different, fascinating way. This is a different way. This is the Google map, and I have just highlighted this red part is the Nadia district, that is a trans district. You see the mighty Ganga river here, and this is the Brahmaputra downstream Jamuna river, Goyal Undo Ghat, and this is the where the river bifurcates as a distributary and falls into Ganga Sagar. And you can look at in the fascinating, this is the river, and this is the trans districts, that is the Murshidabad and Nadia and Calcutta 24 Parganas. This is the Burdwan specific cis districts, and that is about the fascinating Cis-TRans district along river Hooghly Baghirathi, a distributary of Mother Ganga, Ganga Mata, from Geria to Nurpur in Midnapore district, bordering Ganga Sagar. The fascinating Hooghly Baghirathi river today forms the Radcliffe Award line, trans district, cis districts, Darul Islam, the Momins land, Harbis Kafir's land, Darul Harb. Thank you very much joining me today, Mitrum. Hope this will be very helpful in getting the overall historical, cultural context rather than just looking at the districts in the form of human politicians' drawn map. And see you later in other presentations. This is your presenter, J. Reddy.